All right, so we're doing EDC a little bit different this time, obviously. I'm going to be taking a look at everybody else's daily carries and then doing a bit of a draft and picking my favorites of the bunch.
I don't know what size this is. It's the Moment backpack. It's got lots of pockets. It's got lots of, this thing rules. It's so collapsible. The main pocket is so big. The laptop pocket is so tight. I just think. I also am a big fan of sunscreen. I'm also a big fan of the Moment sling pouch. This is what I use as a camera bag when I'm shooting. This thing just constantly amazes me that it has 4 pockets. I got a bag, and do I recommend it? Not particularly. Is it yellow? Yes.
The thing that houses everything is this main bag from Urban Outfitters. I don't know what it's called, but it was a really cheap bag, about $15. It has a Pai Sho piece from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Nice little accessory on there. Also, a sticker from my niece. On it, I keep a Opal C1 flathead, just in case for any camera plates. They always use a flathead.
So my bag is the Ridge MKBHD edition bag with my own little nameplate on here. Pretty cool. It's very, very shilly of me. Yes, I use a lot of Ridge products. Go figure.
My favorite thing about this backpack is that it opens up entirely flat. So like, boom, whole bag open. And then you can use it just like that for the top section. Plus a computer sleeve.
So within this bag, it holds another bag for groceries. This is a Bagoo that Brandon got me for my birthday. Now, this is a magic trick every time. Check this out. Wait, let me do one of these. That's like a 10-gallon hat. No, like that's a lot of gallons.
This is the Moment bag. I've heard good things about the Moment bag, and I think that's mostly in build quality. I'm not mad at it. I just happen to like a little more color. I mean, this is truly matte black everything, but a little red accent would be nice. This one's actually interesting. Like you can get like a phone, some headphones, a little power bank, some cables in here. So yeah, I can tell this is an early prototype version of the backpack because it's missing some of the red aglit thing, accent pieces. I don't know what they're called, but yeah, I daily carry the backpack that I helped design. Shocker.
Okay, so I'm Miles, autofocus producer here at the studio, and this is my EDC. Some things have changed, some things have not. Going into what has not changed, my headphones of choice, the Dyson Earbuds. So I did try the newest pair of Dyson headphones that we reviewed on the MKBHD channel, but firstly, I didn't find that audio quality was substantially improved, and secondly, it didn't come with an attachment point for this bad boy right here, the air filter thing that definitely works. Put it on like that, you're chilling. So I mean, if you catch me at like the grocery store or something like that, this is what you would see.
It's so weird to just look at your life like laid out on a table. It's not a thing you normally do. A lot of the planning and collaboration in this office happens at our desks, so I oftentimes don't want to be totally locked in my headphones. I want to be able to hear what's happening, and oftentimes pass through, it ends up elevating background noises that I don't want to hear. So I use the Bose Ultra Open when I'm at my desk. These are great. They are just hook onto your ears like that, so I can hear everything that's going on around me, but then I can also listen to what's happening on my computer. If for whatever reason I do want to tune my coworkers out, which is rare, then I use Marques's old AirPods Max. These ones have the lightning port at the bottom, but look, they're great. They sync with your computer, they're really easy to listen to, they keep good charge.
Usually I daily the Nothing Ear A. These are actually the Nothing Ear ones because mine are at home stewing in my sweat because I work out in them a lot. They're great. They got some really good noise cancellation. They're comfortable. It's very designer core. I need everything to be designer core because I am a designer after all.
AirPods Pro 2.
Using AirPods with an Android device is not ideal and it causes so many problems. but these ones just fit my ears really well, and I won't be caught dead with those weird like little rubber tip things. So
I love these. Highly recommend splurging for the more expensive ones with noise cancellation, but they're a little bit cheaper. They have USB-C, and they're pretty great.
So my headphones are the Audio-Technica ATH M20Xs. The big reason I bought these is because I was living in Chicago and I needed something to keep my ears warm in the winter. Shout out Chicago, greatest city on earth. The other big reason that I like these is honestly because even though the sound quality is solid and the hardware is solid and the battery life is great, I like these because if I lost them, I would be okay with that reality.
This is now the third time I've come on an EDC video with the same headphones, Focal Bathies. Are these the best headphones for an audio professional? No. Are these the headphones I would recommend to someone who wants to buy nice headphones? No. Are they the best headphones for what I do here? Probably. I haven't found anything that I like more. They sound great. They have very low distortion in the mid-range, which is really important for me when I'm mixing. I would never tell anyone to buy them. They're like, at least when they came out, they were $600, which to me is like way too much for a non-production headphone.
Whoever put these there is trolling me. That's fine. Dyson headphones, I don't even think they sound good as headphones, let alone this part. So, Miles, yeah. I'm gonna say for my flying on a plane headphone pick, I'll go with the Focals. I think this is gonna be awesome. And I think for my walk around the studio earbuds experience, I'm gonna go with the Bose Open Ultras. I think these are both really solid.
The Bathy's noise canceling is, it's not bad, but it's not AirPods.
It's not airplane. Would you fly on a plane with them? No? Now, considering I specifically would want headphones like this to get on the plane and be in my own world, that's gonna matter. That's gonna weigh in for me. So I'm switching to the AirPods Max, but yeah, keeping the Bose. So earbud, headphone.
for my wallet, I like to use one of the Ridge
wallet?
MKBHD wallets. I like having the elastic, so it's not just like a hard clamshell. I can just like open it and just kind of see what's in there. My pockets are very small, and so my wallet has to be very tiny.
I'm not a super like opinionated like wallet person, but I've been using the Ridge wallet and I like it. I have yet to find myself wanting to go back to a more traditional style wallet.
Ridge makes metal wallets, which are cool, and I've tried them, but like for everyday carry, they're just not for me. So I was really waiting for them to come out with a leather wallet or a soft wallet, and they did. So this is the leather bifold, and I really like it. I have a couple cards in here, some cash, and it's still so slim. Like, look at that.
I don't like the slim wallets. I don't like the push wallets. I don't like the metal wallet. Like I've never enjoyed those. But I do like a good old fashioned bifold. I got cards. I got my ID. I got 500 pesos. I'm definitely one of those people that has way too much stuff in their wallet at all times.
Usually people carry one wallet, but I have two because this one holds all the cards, specifically my Yu-Gi-Oh card. This second one just holds cash because I don't like holding cash. In this one, you can't hold that much cash in a card wallet. But in a pouch, you could put coins in here, your Chuck E. Cheese coins.
My wallet is this lovely wallet from Segrid. My favorite thing about this wallet is where I got it. I was in the Netherlands and I was like, damn, they built these canals how many hundreds of years ago and they still hold up? So I figured if I was going to buy something that I'd use every single day that would have a moving piece, I may as well get it in the Netherlands where they clearly have a lot of engineering prowess. While there's a little bit of scuffing on the leather on the outside, I actually think that it gives it character, makes it feel like it's more of mine, and its utility, its ability to open up regularly, and its I don't know, general walletness. Still pretty solid.
I've never, what? Actually, that's kind of fire. Okay, so these are all the wallets. Me personally, minimal wallet person. These are kind of like the more foldy, traditional types. Full grain leather wallet. It's pretty nice. Look, your boy loves a Ridge wallet. But I like a soft wallet more. The Trove wallet, which I also really like, carried for a long time. Yu-Gi-Oh card, another great design. You guys are really outdoing it. But I think I'm gonna stick with this small, slim one. Second place is definitely this. It's too thick for my liking, but that's fire. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with, this is actually a Ridge wallet? Oh, sick. I didn't even know this was a Ridge wallet. Yeah, I'm sticking with the minimal one, couple cards, a little bit of cash if I need it. Probably won't have it though, just like 6 or 7 little pieces of plastic. in my back pocket.
Watch. This is a watch that is called the Solid State Watch. It is from our friends in Brooklyn called Teenage Engineer. No, CWNT. Rich knows. I don't, but Rich knows. CWNT. Basically, it is a watch that is encased in resin. It lasts about 10 years. Then after that, it becomes a paperweight. But what I love about this is it's funky looking, but it's a conversation piece. It's a funky watch.
So I use a OnePlus Watch 3 as like a Android guy. I think this is the best Android watch out there, pretty much bar none.
So I wear 2 watches some days, and everyone makes fun of me, and that's okay. This is my preferred watch. It's a Tissot Visodate. I like it because it's automatic. So hopefully you guys can hear this. It's just a nice wristwatch. It goes with everything. It's pretty classic. The other watch I carry, Apple Watch Ultra 2.
I wouldn't say I'm like a gym bro or anything like that, but I do take my fitness relatively seriously. And that's why I have the Apple Watch Ultra, because you buy the Ultra for ultra fitness.
Even though, yes, people say it's not very accurate for the calorie counter, step counter, whatever, it at least has something for me to keep track. And so far, within about 3 months, and 4 months, I'm down 20 pounds.
And this watch helped me keep track of my fitness during our week-long fitness competition that we ran here in the studio, where I actually took the victory. I swept everyone, including Marques. It wasn't even close for pretty much anyone. I know some people would argue that a Pixel watch would be a better choice, especially given that I don't use iOS as my main daily driver smartphone.
I can understand why people would dislike the Pixel Watch, and I hear you, and I see you, and I agree with you for the most part. What can I say about the Pixel Watch? It's so great. We love it so much. It only took 2 years for them to add public transit information to that, so that was really big W for me personally.
I've been using the Pixel Watch 3. I have been really enjoying this thing. I got the cellular version because I'm on Google Fi, so they had like a promotion where you don't have to pay for service. So when I go on a run, this is the cellular version, so I don't even need to bring my phone. I only need my watch. I can listen to podcasts on here, listen to my running playlist. I could still answer messages, take phone calls, everything. It's all on here. We're not gonna show you the options for phones, so you have to choose a watch first.
Okay. So I've reviewed these. I have not reviewed these. I got to test this. It's actually very good. It's one of the best, maybe the best Android-based smartwatches. Multi-day battery life. There's actually a lot going for this thing, so that's cool. I'm just gonna say it now. I was never gonna pick the watch. So spoiler, I am a smartwatch person. I have my own smartwatch for things like notifications, workout tracking, closing my rings. I mean, I use an Apple Watch Ultra, so that's the easy pick. I mean, here's the thing. If I pick an Apple Watch, I have to pick an iPhone. And if I pick a non-Apple Watch, then I can use an Android phone. So I'm gonna pick an Android watch. I'm gonna pick the OnePlus Watch 3.
I'm a man of culture, I'm a man of class, I'm a man of taste. And unlike the rest of the bozos who work here, I figure I could show you what a man of taste actually uses every day. I bought a Canon EOS M. This is a 13 or 14-year-old mirrorless camera made by Canon. It was actually the first mirrorless camera they ever made. And so I got this as a video camera, actually, but ended up falling in love with still photography. If you are shooting digital and need a little cheat code, I would recommend getting one of these. This is a Canon FD 50mm f1.4. This thing, if you're bad at taking pictures, oh my God, no one will know with this lens.
For the autofocus videos, that's obviously shot on iPhone, but when I'm not shooting autofocus stuff, I use this. This is the Canon R5 Mark II. This is simply the best mirrorless camera you can buy. Red, forget about it. Sony, definitely forget about it. This is all you need. Shoots 8K video and multiple different codecs. Now we have C-Log 2, so colors are nice and right straight out of the box. Autofocus is even better. It doesn't overheat as much anymore. You've got full-size HDMI. You can now power it using USB-C cable. This camera simply does everything I need. This is the goated camera right here. Sony could never.
This is the Fujifilm X100S. It is Marques's old camera that he no longer uses. Everyone's like, oh my God, you got the new like X106. And I'm like, you thought this is the older one. Like everyone that I show pictures to that I've taken with this camera is still blown away by it.
So this is my daily camera. It's the Fujifilm X106. My favorite thing about this camera is the everyday filter I have on there. It's a little mist plus polarizer. So when I shoot into the sun or to lights, it pops a little. I'm a photographer.
I guess I'll just say my theme is generally maxing out my utility. And even in the littlest things, like this being a fixed lens, I know you can change aperture and it's very satisfying because of the clicking wheel. I want zoom. And so I end up leaning towards something where I can interchange lenses. I mean, the R5 Mark II is literally one of my favorite cameras. I don't daily carry one, but if you made me daily carry a camera, it would be this one.
An accessory I use every single day is this power bank from Journey. I like it because you can charge an Apple Watch, MagSafe your phone, and do wireless charging. It's 10,000 milliamp hours. I think that this sliding mechanism, even though it will probably betray me one day, has not betrayed me yet. Absolutely love this thing. It is how I charge everything all the time, and it's great for travel because I just need one USB-C cable, and then I can charge up everything I own.
Not an ad. I actually just truly, really love it. Ridge's new magnetic power bank. MagSafe, watch charger, integrated cables, kickstand, little display, 10,000 milliamp hours, charges like phones up to like 3 times. This is what I really love. It has a lightning cable built in. This has effectively allowed me to get rid of every single lightning cable in my house, so I don't need like 6 more cables. All gone.
The ring I wear is the Ultra Human Air in stainless steel, and there's actually a really great story with this. When me and Miles were in Portugal, Ferrari's chief test driver, Rafa, actually wore this ring. So he actually put it on his finger. He's like, this thing's kind of cool, I guess. And then like he wore it for like, I want to say 5-10 minutes. I was just like, that's kind of cool. So yeah, through the transitive property, I've driven every Ferrari since the early 2000s, and I am infinitely cooler than all of you.
So these are my Meta Ray-Bans, and I love these. I mean, these are like, you know, one of my favorite pieces of tech that I've bought in the last couple years. You know, being able to listen to music while you're walking around, it without having like headphones in, so you could be a little more present.
They look clear when I'm wearing them like this, but then when I step outside and stare into the sun, which is something I do like all the time, they transition so that I have proper sunglasses and I'm slightly more protected from the rays of the sun with my Ray-Bans.
I think the cameras on these are actually really good, especially if you have a ton of light. And they just added AI features where it'll do live translation for Spanish, French, and Italian.
Hola, me llamo Emerick. No puedo hablar español fluente, pero estoy aquí para probar este new feature. Good Spanish.
I can't speak fluent Spanish, but I'm here to approve this new feature. Good Spanish.
It's actually really good. It's telling me that you should subscribe to the studio.
So this is good for, yeah, Apple Watch too. This is good for I'm going to a hotel today. But this is the no-brainer, right? No, I'm too much of a shill today. I'll just go straight to the, no, you know, this. I'll pick this one. I'll pick this one for the hotel because it's probably at least 10,000 milliamp hours. I will not pick it if it's not 10,000 milliamp hours. It's exactly 10,000. Wow. It's crazy what Ridge was able to do, huh? Okay, we're going with the Ridge one. Ooh, Ultra Human. I've wondered about these. I've seen a bunch of ads for them. So my watch of choice is the OnePlus Watch 3. Might be a little overlap with the metrics, but maybe this is better for sleep tracking because the OnePlus Watch is so big. Well, I'm in somebody's AI right now. I could really do some damage, but I'm not gonna say anything crazy. That's my accessory picks. The shades, the Ultra Human ring for sleep tracking when I take the watch off and put it on my charger, Purell, and a one-sided Rubik's Cube.
iPhone 16 Pro Max. This phone is everything to me. Takes great photos.
I just like using the stock lenses. I enjoy the cameras, and photographic styles works pretty well. And sometimes Dazcam makes it onto the app usage list.
I did just switch phones. My new phone now is the Pixel 9 Pro. I have it in the Bellroy leather case. The leather wraps all the way around the edges, and also when I don't want to have MagSafe, which is rare, but I can just take it off and just hold this phone naked, and it's beautiful.
I know a lot of the people in the studio use iPhones. I am an Android user. For a long time, the integration for YouTube into Android phones was way better than on Apple devices. For a long time on Apple, you couldn't resize the window. You couldn't access things as easily. I do use multitasking all the time because I do everything on my phone. So I've used Android for a long time. I do see the benefits to iPhone, but for now, sticking with it.
My phone. Have any of you ever had a pet, a dog? This dog is now going on 15, 16 years old, and you just love it. And everyone who comes over is like, I love your dog. And deep down, you know, this dog is eating you alive. That's my iPhone 12 mini. I have not charged it yet today. It is 12:06. I have 40% battery life. The battery's at perfect health. I got it swapped a little bit ago. This thing just sucks. And I love it so much.
I did briefly have an iPhone 16 Pro Max, but I found that firstly, that phone is incredibly expensive and didn't really offer any necessary upgrades that I really needed compared to older iPhones or other Android phones. So I decided to give the Nexus 6P another try. This phone goes harder than taking 3 espresso shots in the morning on an empty stomach. And trust me, I know what that feels like. The display still honestly holds up in 2025. Performance, buttery smooth. It's one of my favorite phones of all time, and I think it's honestly the best Google phone that's ever been made.
I use a Pixel 9 Pro Fold with my touch grass skin on it. Let me get listen to that. I wanted a folding phone for a while. My first one was the Pixel Fold 1, and then I upgraded to the OnePlus Open, and now I've upgraded to the Pixel 9 Pro Fold. I don't see myself upgrading anytime soon because I really love this phone.
As a Pixel Watch user, it only makes perfect sense that I also use the Pixel 6 phone, which also was from our office, but I didn't steal it. I don't remember what year this came out, but it works perfectly fine. I don't see the point in changing your phone and your everything every year, every month. I just think that's silly. I think if it works, you should just keep using it until it breaks. And I don't want to jinx it, but it hasn't broken yet.
This is barely working. I like to use my phones until I can't anymore. I like to just run them into the ground. And this big old crack right there, that happened the day after I took the case off of it, actually. I hope to upgrade soon, Marques.
But yeah, wow, it's mainly just iPhones and Google phones, huh? It is, actually, other than the Samsung. So there's a Samsung S25 Plus, and then it's Pixels and iPhones. Okay, sorry, Miles. I like small phones, but I also have big hands and maximize my phone usage, so I'm probably not gonna pick the tiny phone. There's a part of me that's still this is a great design. I would, as you know, typically have 2, but I'm not allowed to do that. So I'm picking an Android phone to go with the Android smartwatch, and I pray that compatibility does not become my enemy because I have a soft spot for this phone. I'm going Pixel 6 Pro. They got to bring back the visor. Why did they do this? Why did they get rid of the distinct? I love Pixel 9, but bring back the visor. This is my petition to bring back the visor. I'm going Pixel 6 Pro.
I want to crazy.
Okay, so I feel like I'm judging people's lives now. They really can't live without these.
That's tough. Okay, I'll go with the Leatherman Free P4 because this is an actual real life do everything multi-tool. It's rare that I actually need a pair of pliers, but if you do, the thing that I like best about this system though is you can use it one-handed. The other thing I think this is the E3 Angel Eyes flashlight from Rovin. Everyone's always like, why would you carry a flashlight? You have one in your phone. Your phone flashlight is maybe 50 lumens. This is 700. The most important part of my EDC is my puppy, Zuri. This is Zuri.
If you know me, you know that I am vocal about my origin from Cincinnati. And so what better way to show that than with Grater's ice cream. But not just any Grater's ice cream. This is the collaboration between Grater's and Skyline Chili. Skyline Spice Grater's ice cream with oyster cracker bits in it.
It actually does taste like chili.
You can take away pretty much everything except for my lacrosse stick. I cannot live without this thing because exercise is very important when you work a physical job. This might take two takes. I haven't done this in a while. Ready? Oh, wait, hold up. No, hold up. This lands. I could have hit Rich right there. Ooh, ready? Ooh, could have hit Eric.
I found something kind of interesting. So this is a Daily Bliss. This is a new one. I filled out my old one. I'm just gonna just show this piece of paper. It's not paper, at least traditionally sense. It's stone paper. It is tear resistant. It's really hard to tear. It's still flexible, holds ink really well, smooth to touch, and it writes really well. So it's great. That's like the coolest writing accessory I ever have.
This pen is also from CW&T, and now I use these pens to draw things. I'm working on an interior redesign right now. The last part of this is I also keep this secondary thing for little sticky notes and also pencil sharpeners. So yeah, again, just in the vein of not having a bunch of stuff at the bottom of your bag, just roaming around.
My Zoom H1, audio people. Oh, I told Eric I'd put on sunscreen while I do this. Yeah, baby. This thing's old. I got this thing in high school. I specifically got it early on in high school so that I could record audition tapes. I don't use it at work because it doesn't do a lot of stuff that we need here. But if I'm just like out and about, I can plug a binaural mic in there. I can use the internal. It just gets it done. It runs on one AA.
I have DJI mics, which I pretty much always have in my backpack because they're so small, but these are super useful. So if anyone does anything where they record stuff, this little tiny thing can give you a reasonable facsimile of like a podcast mic while you're on the go.
This is M2 Mac Pro. This is simply a beast of a computer. And the beauty of this computer is that it's running Apple Silicon, which is like this big. So you have this massive tower with all this room inside. So what are you gonna do with all that room inside? Well, you do this.
So this person can't live without the snacks or can't live without the computer? Or both? I played lacrosse for a year. It was only a year. I didn't like getting hit that often. Flashlight. What? I need to talk to whoever this is. Yeah, I'm gonna drop this just cause I got hit too much. I have PTSD with this. Yeah, I'm going mic pack to go with my R5. I'm going flashlight, if only for bragging rights. Can't live without it. So there you have it. That is my picks of the best of the EDC from the studio this year. This is the perfect daily carry, but it's only missing one thing. The subscribe button. It'll probably be right here. All right, well, that about does it. If you want to watch another video that's similar to this, check out our desk setups video. Some good stuff in there too. See you later.